Hi, my name is Mr. Schluterman. I'm the 8th grade social studies teacher, and welcome back to Creekside for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm going to start by talking to you about curriculum that we're going to be covering in history class. The curriculum we're going to be covering is going to be the Civil War, the causes and the events that transpired during the Civil War, then transferring to Reconstruction and how the country rebuilt itself after the Civil War. Then we're going to talk about civil rights, the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and so on, and how all the African Americans ended up getting their rights and it taking them 100 years to do so. We'll be infusing current events into that as well using CNN 10. We'll also be talking about the world wars, World War I, World War II. We'll talk about Vietnam. We'll talk about the 1950s and the impact that it's had on current day living. My expectations for class are that the students show up every day. They show up ready to learn, on time, logged in, spend the time on the conference calls with us, be an active participant. Then most of the work that the students will be doing, if they are diligent about it, when we work together in class, they'll be able to get the stuff done by the end of our class periods. So we always ask for flexibility with parents throughout this time. These are some very difficult times that we have right now. And the teachers, as well as the parents and the students, have to learn how to be flexible here with it as well. So I'm excited to teach your children and to make sure that they have an exciting 8th grade school year. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to email or give us a call. Thanks a lot. Have a great school year.
Hola, yo soy señora Matthews. Yo soy la maestra de Estudios Sociales de Educación Dual por octavo grado. Este año escolar, los estudiantes van a estudiar temas como la guerra civil, la reconstrucción, los derechos civiles, la Gran Depresión, la Primera y Segunda Guerra Mundial. El texto que vamos a usar este año escolar es el viaje americano, pero generalmente vamos a usar materiales que están hechos por la maestra. También vamos a usar algunos artículos de News ELA para mejorar su lectura de textos informativos. La asistencia es muy importante por la clase. Por eso los estudiantes tienen que llegar a tiempo. Si hay problemas con la tecnología, yo entiendo, necesitamos tener paciencia con la tecnología. Por eso solo necesita mandarme un correo electrónico o llamar a la escuela para decir que está teniendo dificultades. También vamos a tener calificaciones por su trabajo de la clase y también por las pruebas. Su trabajo de la clase vale 30% de la calificación de cada estudiante y las pruebas valen 70% de la calificación de los estudiantes. Estoy muy emocionada para empezar mi primer año aquí en Creekside. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
Hi, I'm Todd Clement. I'm teaching 1 8th grade science class this year. What we're going to be covering this year is measurement, matter, states of matter, chemical changes, atoms, chemical reactions, energy, waves, and motions.
Hi, I'm Anthony Jacks. I am the new 8th grade physical science teacher and 8th grade advanced physical science teacher at Creekside. This year, we're going to be learning about science skills, measurement, metric system, and matter and its properties. That is our first quarter of learning. Our second quarter of learning, we're going to be talking about atoms and chemical reactions. Then after winter break, we're going to start going into physics and energy and the different types of energy and how they transfer those energies. That's our third quarter. During our fourth quarter, we're going to be discussing waves and their characteristics, as well as the laws of motion. And that'll take us all the way through to the end of the school year. If you have any questions about this upcoming school year and what we're doing, please feel free to email me. My email is ajax@wcusd200.org.
Hola, soy Félix Gancedo Menéndez y soy el maestro de ciencias de octavo grado en Creekside Middle School. Este es mi cuarto año dando clase aquí. Este año vamos a dar física y química principalmente, empezando con la materia y sus estados. Después pasaremos a algo de química, reacciones químicas y el átomo, para a la vuelta de vacaciones de Navidad empezar con energía, pasar a ondas y terminar el curso con dinámica y leyes de Newton. Es exactamente el mismo temario que se va a dar en monolingüe. Tanto mono como dual vamos juntos, sincronizados y haciendo lo mismo más o menos al mismo tiempo. La parte, además de las ciencias, que a mí me interesa profundamente es que mis alumnos puedan hablar español y puedan expresarse en español, con lo cual necesito mucha colaboración por parte de los alumnos para hablar en inglés. En español. Eso quiere decir que, por favor, utilicen el micrófono lo máximo posible. La cámara web me da más igual, pero es muy importante que el micrófono funcione y que hablen. Necesito que hablen en español. De tal manera que podamos comunicarnos y yo pueda evaluar su nivel en español, que es tan importante como el nivel de ciencias. La manera de evaluar que voy a tener es como el año pasado. 60% va a ser assessments, exámenes, tests, laboratorios que se puedan hacer virtualmente, y el 40% restante será trabajo de clase, el trabajo que hagamos durante las conferencias. Por favor, sean puntuales, asistan a todas las conferencias que puedan y mantengan la comunicación conmigo siempre a través del email o a través de mi email, que estaré para ustedes para lo que haga falta. Tanto padres como alumnos, por favor, si tienen cualquier duda, no duden en consultarme. Muchas gracias.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Smith. I teach 8th grade math and CPM geometry. I'm here to talk about the CPM geometry course. Within this course, some of the supplies that would be very helpful are a math binder or a math notebook, graph paper, a ruler, pencils, pens, colored pencils, and a calculator. So those are some of the basic supplies. If anything comes up throughout the year, I will definitely give you some notice in regards to those supplies. For our grading scale, in terms of grading, we have 70% assessment and 30% is for homework or classwork. So moving on to some of the topics that we're going to cover this year. So within this year, we're going to look at shapes and transformations, angles and measurement, justification and similarity, trigonometry and probability. Then we would move on to completing the triangle toolkit, congruent triangles, proofs and quadrilaterals, polygons and circles, then moving on to solids and constructions, and then finally taking a look at the end of the year with circles and conditional probability. I look forward to this year and working through each of these topics with you.
Hi guys, welcome to our virtual curriculum night. My name is Miss Klein. I teach 7th grade math and I teach algebra in both 7th and 8th grade. So I want to talk about what we're going to be going through in algebra. So we have 11 chapters that we are covering this year. Chapter 1 is about functions, and we build a lot of collaboration skills in chapter 1. Along with building teamwork. Chapter 2, we talk about linear relationships, which will be a review from last year. Chapter 3, we talk about simplifying and solving. So we work with exponentials, polynomials, and absolute value. Chapter 4, we're going to learn about systems of equations. So that's also a review from last year. Chapter 5, we talk about sequences, both arithmetic and geometric. Chapter 6, we talk about modeling two-variable data. Chapter 7 is exponential functions. Chapter 8 is quadratic functions. Chapter 9 is solving quadratics and quadratic inequalities. Chapter 10, we're solving complex equations. One of my favorite things in Chapter 10 is the fraction busters. And then Chapter 11, we go over functions and data. Also, to let you know that all of 7th and 8th grade math, we do 70% assessment and 30% classwork for our grades. This year is a graded year, so you will get a grade for your assignments. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me or one of the math teachers on the team. Thank you, and see you guys.
Hi there, I'm Miss Basin. I teach 8th grade math and AVID this year. Mrs. Smith also teaches 8th grade math, and we this year are going to be talking about the number system, about rational, irrational numbers, square roots. We're also going to be talking about expressions and equations and solving those and finding proportional relationships. And that's going to flow into functions unit and being able to find the relationships between two quantities. We're also going to get to some geometry, that they are going to do some Pythagorean theorem and also moving some shapes on a coordinate plane and some transformations. And hopefully we can get to some statistics and probability. We're really looking forward to this year, and make sure you reach out if you need anything.
Hi, I'm Emily Gay. I'm one of 3 8th grade literacy teachers, the ones that teach literacy and English. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our curriculum. We use collections, and collections has 6 collections of stories in it, and each collection has a theme. So this is mainly what we use. The students have an ebook version of this to read on their computers, on their Chromebooks. In addition to reading, we do a lot of writing, so we use a workshop model for that. The students learn various strategies. We use mentor texts to learn how good writers write. And throughout all this, we'll also be using differentiation and small group instruction within Canvas.
I'm Cami Gertz, another literacy teacher at Creekside Middle School. This year, our grades for literacy will be broken down into 2 categories. The first category is classwork, activities that we do in class, skill work, anything, those smaller assignments will be worth 40% of their grades. And then we'll also have an assessment category that will be worth 60% of their grade. That will include quizzes, end of collection unit tests, and speaking, writing performance tests.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Sheriff, another literacy teacher here at Creekside. For communication, if your student or you needs to get a hold of any of your teachers, you can email us with our school email. We usually check that multiple times a day, and we'll try to get back to you within 24 hours. We also have our phones, which you can call us and leave a voicemail, and we usually check those once a day. Please don't hesitate to contact us with any questions, and we can't wait to help you and your students this year.
Hola, soy el señor Pereira, soy el maestro de Dual Language Literacy para 8º grado aquí en Creekside. Nuestro currículum se divide en 3 unidades. Cada una se desarrolla en torno a un gran tema a través del cual se van trabajando diferentes estrategias de lectura y escritura, gramática, vocabulario, todo en español. Disponemos de una gran variedad de recursos, tanto físicos como digitales, que nos van a permitir desarrollar las habilidades que nuestros estudiantes necesitan. Estas necesidades son atendidas mediante diferenciación, trabajo en pequeño grupo y otras estrategias didácticas. En nuestra clase, la comunicación entre los alumnos y con el maestro, los textos que trabajamos y las actividades que realizan son exclusivamente en español. Los grados se dividirán en 2 bloques. Por una parte, el trabajo de clase, las prácticas, las actividades, que recibirán un 40%. Y las evaluaciones, las pruebas formativas y exámenes de final de unidad, que recibirán un 60% del grado. Para comunicarse conmigo pueden hacerlo en mi correo de la escuela, también pueden hacerlo al teléfono y dejar un mensaje de voz. Les contestaré lo antes posible. Por favor, no duden en ponerse en contacto conmigo para cualquier consulta o preocupación. Yo estaré encantado de poder ayudarles.
Hi, I'm Lisa Werhane, and I teach 6th and 8th grade Read 180. Read 180 is an intervention reading program for students who are close to reading at grade level, but they just need a little boost to get them up to grade level. The program is set up so that there are 3 rotations that each student goes through. One is a small group rotation where they have instruction just with me and we work on specific reading skills. The next rotation would be their independent reading rotation where they practice some of those skills. And then the final one would be their computer software program. And in the computer software, the students take a test, places them exactly where they're reading, and then it works on improving their skills, and it gradually gets more difficult as they master skills. The class is graded on a pass-fail basis. So basically, as long as the kids come to class, do the rotations, do some extra computer time on their own that I'll be asking them to do, they will get a pass. Otherwise, if they don't buy into the program, if they don't do what they need to be doing, well, then I'll be in contact with parents and we'll talk about what we can do to get them a little more engaged in the program. Thank you. And if your child is enrolled in Read 180, I am looking forward to working with them some more. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Miss Wheeler, and I will be the ELL teacher for reading at Creekside and Northwood. I will either be teaching System 44, Read 180, or English 3D. So whichever one that you have, we will be working on activities that correspond with those programs. The conferences will all be scheduled in Canvas, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me in email, and I'll be more than happy to call you or answer those questions that you have. Thank you.